Just winding up the old computer there for Ryan. Hello, everybody. We are back.
Getting it going.
And he's getting high off the paint fumes.
League of Extraordinary Vapers, and Zippy's just timed it perfectly. Good evening,
Hello,
Zippy.
All right, man.
Forever the professional, I see.
Perfect.
My earphones are live.
Oh,
And on firing.
I can't find my hands free, man, so I'm using my work ones.
that sucks.
Yeah, man, that really sucks.
You just need to put 50p in the meter, Tom.
Yeah.
There we go. It started. I knew it was. What a comment. Yes, I am not sat in an outside toilet. I'm not sat
Yes, he is.
in a
He's in his
public
local park.
convenience.
Don't let him lie. He's in the toilet.
Facing in the area.
We freeze and have to disappear, so you're saving yourself that bother now, isn't you? You can just
I've
go on the
got a
go.
4-point in the corner, yeah.
We call it vooping.
The only problem is the toilet amplifies the guffs that he does.
Yeah. At least he might get a signal in there.
But he does seem a lot clearer than normal.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I like my lighting's changed.
I'm not on about the lights, I'm on about your signal.
So how is everybody?
I'm feeling absolutely fantastic.
Awesome.
Top banana, eh? Yeah, apart from being a bit high on paint fumes.
Yeah.
Told you should have used PVA.
Should have used PPA glue.
Oh, shut up, I'm going to use that on the basketball on the studs.
PVA.
Vinny is out of Facebook prison cell. Yes, it is, because they won't let me share my live feeds.
Yeah. I like that. Then he's prisoners.
Right, then who's going to
Just need
start off using them? Oh.
Who?
You are, Chris.
Me.
Yeah.
Me, okay.
Yeah, go on.
Right, I'm on my Duff Po with my 3 Max, and in that I've got some AVB liquids, no milkshake. It's quite nice actually. It's a nice little banana. Next is my Vupu Vinci X. And in that I have some 6 licks salts, strawberry, pear, and lime at 10 milligram.
So I look like I'm sat in a toilet and you're vaping 2 poos.
Yeah, I'm vooping on poos.
Vooping on
and then
poos.
as always, me hog. And with that, I've got some of my old favourite drip packs. This one's a lemon curd, and I love it.
Nice. And Zippy?
Well, I am on. I've got the Vinci, as always, with some Merce blend from Half Moon. That's quite nice. Some pumpkin head on the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stacked. I haven't got the stacked. But then I'm also trying out is Modus Tribute.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at that this week.
Spire Odin tank.
Those are nice.
A load of
I
crap.
like that. That's a nice combo.
Don't bother.
No, I don't
Really?
like
Is it
that.
a hard shit?
Mate, I was at the shop the other day, right? And I seriously went through, in an hour, 3 tanks worth of juice.
Jesus.
Thirsty as hell, man. And I mean, I believe that's a 7 ml tank.
Jeez.
3 times I filled it up. Literally 10 minutes, man, it's gone. And that's not, banging on it. That's just, and I'm also having some sex on the beach.
Oh,
That's really nice, actually. Orange, peach, cranberry, touch of lemon, and something else in there. That's a bit of a mystery flavour.
everyone loves sex on the beach.
Oh, now the sand gets everywhere.
That is banging. I really do like that one. AMC Mods, good evening.
Hello,
I always
AMC.
find cocktail vapes a bit too acidic and a bit sickly,
A little
personally.
bit,
Come
yeah.
on. Say that again, bud.
I often find cocktail flavoured juice quite sickly.
Mate, that is awesome. If anybody wants that, I highly recommend it.
So what are you on, Vinny?
Tonight, I'm not gonna tell you. It does quite look like a public convenience, I will admit that. I'm on the latest Smock Mag with Fatality RTA, and on that one I have some Dark Star. What's it called? Game of Scones, their latest scones flavor one. And I'm on the Geek Vape Aegis Squonk module thing that you can turn into a regulated device with their RDA, and not a half moon drip tip. It's the last one that he sold before he retired. And on there, I have some King of Vapes Crimson Donut. Really nice juice. The bottle is an absolute swine. It's so stiff. It's really hard to squeeze out. As you can tell by the disc-shaped bottle, it's a really stiff bottle. It's like rock hard, and the juice is good. The bottle's garbage.
It's not like you've never had anything stiff in your hand, have you?
I need to have it in my hand. Moving on swiftly. Go on then, Robert. What delights have you got for us tonight?
Okay, so I'm on the new Sad Boy Strawberry Blood.
Nice.
Ooh. It's a fresh ripe strawberries with a sweet strawberry candy center. And
does that taste artificial, or is it like proper?
No, it literally tastes like you're biting into a real fresh ripe strawberry.
Nice.
Ooh. And I'm running a 6 milligram because I'm running it in the fetch. And I am dripping the drizzled sponge cake and vanilla cream.
Oh, that's up my street.
On my Turk V2 in my cold.
They do look nice. Is that stainless or alley?
Stainless.
Nice.
I love this fucking mod. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. But yeah, just 2 tonight.
Right, 2 seconds. John Goodwin. Right, while he's there, because I haven't sorted him yet.
You haven't sorted him yet?
But,
you mean you've not shipped it?
Not yet. I went up to Electrovape and I forgot to pick the other juice up. So what I am going to do for him is I am going to include a Chuck Cloud's Truth, Chuck Cloud's Blue Blast, and a Chuck Cloud's Straw Banger. So I'm adding that on top of his.
Nice.
Because of the delay. So I will look after you on that one. Justin in flat.
Hello, Joshua. Oh,
bye, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah, and popped in for a quick one.
Hello.
What are you on tonight?
Good evening, Josh.
Good evening. You all right? Evening, guys.
Yes, what are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Been a long day at work, but and then getting the kids to bed. So all good.
So what are you vaping on, Josh?
I'm on just 2 Sieges and a Pox tonight. It's pretty standard for me. And one has Kilo Neapolitan ice cream, which is pretty good. I've not tried it before, so I thought I'd pick it up. And the other one has Mucho, which is a pina colada.
Nice.
Which is also really good. Yeah, just something different for me, but it's really good.
And
where's
the
that?
beverage of choice tonight?
Oh, pardon?
The beverage of choice tonight is?
Just an IPA. It's my last two. My last 2 before I go back to training. So.
Training.
Yeah. I'm doing I'm doing a charity boxing match in end of March.
Fair play.
So
Nice.
I've done 2 in the past, and I'm doing 1 more. So, but it'll lose me some weight and make me a bit healthier and a bit of fun.
For a good cause.
And plus, it lets everybody know that the LXV will bust your ass if you fuck with it.
Yeah, man. You're gonna mention what charity you're doing it for, Josh?
Yes, Cancer Research UK.
Superb, mate.
All for Cancer Research UK. So,
Can I just ask, any ladies in the chat, have they got any advice for Chris for some makeup for the top of his head to stop it shining so much?
No.
Really glaring.
it's called a hat. They've been
Get
around.
some concealer. Unfortunately, we
It
could
just
do
shows
it
it's been highly polished by the bedboard.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. All right, so-
I've got I know something you could use on his head. A bag.
Oh, okay.
Tried that one, nearly suffocated.
You weren't trying hard enough. So anyway, we're going to change Vinny's name to George. I reckon we should call him George from now on, as he likes being in public toilets.
I've got a kid of my lad's called George.
George of the Jungle.
George of Summer.
It'll be sorted once I get my plasterboard on and everything. Thank you.
It won't be a Facebook
It's
fan.
took you 2 days just to paint the little area that you mean.
Only because I've run out of paint.
Excuses.
Hold on. How much of that garage have you done with that paint?
2 walls.
What?
Yeah.
And how much paint did you have?
It's rubberized, so that's why I really wanted it. It's like a liquid rubber, and it sets like it's like rubber. It's like padding on it. It's really weird.
Yeah, what he's not
It's
saying
really
is
gloopy
the second
and thick.
job was to paint over his body.
Easy wiping it.
He's making a pleasure room. 50 Shades of Vinny.
It is my pleasure room, actually. I'm wrong.
50 Shades of Vinny.
Oh,
Has anyone
I
else
might give
tried,
that a try, Carl.
has anybody else tried this tank?
Which tank?
No. I was very
That's
close to
fine,
buying it.
Aspire Odin. I'm interested to see other people's thoughts on it. I mean, I think it's flavour-wise perfect. You know, saturation on the coil, like there's no tomorrow. But thirsty as hell, man. That's the equivalent of running a V8. You know what I mean? I'm talking.
So is it worse than the? Is it worse than the VMC2 then?
I've not tried CMC2, but this literally, right? I mean, I filled this up just before I come on, so we'll see how long it lasts. But the other day, it was going through that in 15 minutes.
Oh dear.
Seriously, man, that quick.
The fatality is the same, though. The fatality is really thirsty, I think.
I've never known a tank like it.
I don't know. The VMC2, you could literally vape that and watch it go down as you were vaping it.
Hey, this is the same. I wouldn't recommend it. If somebody likes to, you know, enjoy the juice, don't buy that one because you'd be buying 100 mil to 100 mil, man.
Yeah, kind of the point of a tank for me is the fact that I don't have to drip every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the only reason I really ever want to
you'd be better off dripping than having that. In all fairness, so sorry, Aspire, but not for me this time. But the mod itself, the Tribute, is nice. Single 18650, man, which surprised me.
Right, has anybody got any topics for tonight they'd like to discuss? Me and Rabbit have got a little one. We're going to have a little chin wag over.
No, I took care of my business in the week. But I will just if anybody would like to have a conversation with me about what I do and why I'm around and anything else, feel free to talk to me. Don't chat shit behind my back.
Yeah.
Because I will find out. And I will come to your inbox and ask.
Yeah. You're invited to come on the show and talk about it.
Man, I'll invite them and give them a spot. But I'm in this because I enjoy what I do. I like trying to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've got a juice them coming out. May not work. I'm not expecting a miracle from it. But hey ho. So if anybody does want to question my motives, feel free to inbox me, come on the show, do whatever. I don't mind. Outside that.
Beep, beep, beep.
If anybody,
Thornton, you have a visitor. Vincent Thornton, you have a visitor.
What? Oh. Oh, Jesus. Sounds like there's a spider on the wall, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
But did say to keep it standard brick.
On another subject, I've just got to quickly say, right? Everybody saw the stacked on this, yeah?
No.
What do you mean? But the good news is, for those that are asking and are interested in them, it's going into production. It won't be long. So,
I'm going to find out the price.
It's one of them. But this is brand new company to the market, Rage Nation, two good friends of mine. And I think people are going to be very happy with this one.
From what I saw and tried at the expo, it was banging.
Yeah, mate, you want to try the stuff?
Oh no, I haven't. I'm jealous.
Hey, Dippy, I don't know if I believe you. Can you send it to me and I'll try it out and I'll let you know.
I'm sure we'll figure some way. I've got your parcel here still, actually.
It's definitely beautiful.
That's some of the stuff I gave you to get stand over to him's gone off by now.
Mate, I'll just replace it. I'll replace it with fresh, man. It's just been one of them.
Zippy's eating it all.
Yeah.
Actually, you know something?
You've been snacking.
I got news for you, Rabbit. I haven't touched any of it. Oh!
I want to jump through the screen and starts munching down. It looks good.
I haven't touched any sort of sweets, man, for a long time.
I love
I'm being good. I'm being good.
Right then, let's get off sweets and back to vaping, shall we? Obviously, there's been some. No, I'm not in prison, Cookie.
Yes.
Right, obviously, there's been some goings on in New York, and seemingly the flavor ban was overturned and then not overturned, and now we're not entirely sure, and it's got to go to another vote. Rabbit has shared a thing to, I think, was it the page or the group, Rabbit?
Our group on Facebook.
Yeah, in the VVR LXV group. If you want to get involved, you've got to lobby and get in touch with, was it Democrats, Rabbit? Or Swing Five?
So apparently there was a big deal in New York where they did basically, I don't know how to word it. I don't want to word it wrong. I don't want to say overturned, but I guess put a hold, I guess, on the ban.
Yeah.
Basically saying that the governor didn't have the right to do what he did. So, but as of tomorrow in New Jersey, we have the final vote on their flavor ban. And from what I understand, there's 5 Democrats they still need to flip to get the vote on our side. So what I did was I went and found the original post that has all the Democrats that are involved in this voting procedure in New Jersey, and I posted it on the LXV group. So I don't think it matters where you're from. And even if you can't call, maybe just send an email or something. Just basically saying that you're against the ban of flavors and that you don't think, what I'm saying, that you're a vapor and you believe that vapors do help people quit. So everyone needs as much help as they can get right now. A lot has changed. We have had some things happen, like with the closed pod systems, the flavors with the closed pod system. They did move everything to 21 plus in the U.S. all over. Which I'm not saying is good or bad. I'm just saying it's a thing. And as far as I know, there still is some places like New York and New Jersey and different states that are still pushing for an all-out flavor ban. Not to mention we have the PMTAs coming up this summer, which is another big deal that could put a real hurting on this industry as far as the U.S. is concerned. So we did get some things happen that did help for the community, but we still need to keep fighting. It's not a time to slow down or sit down and relax and just think, oh, everything's okay, because it's not. But some positive things did happen, but we need to keep fighting. And if you can send an email or do anything, that would help. And like I said, just head over to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page during the week, we post stuff in there just to keep y'all updated on what's going on. So if you're not a member of the Facebook page, you should be. So do that. And if you can help us out, that would be great.
Definitely. And I'll just echo what Rabbit said there, but put that on a worldwide stance as well, because everywhere's got to be fighting, advocating, and educating. A lot going on behind the scenes this side and around Europe at the minute with the NNA and EFRA in regards to TPD 2 and 3. I know Chris wanted to talk about that tonight, but until more details have come out of what's actually been discussed, we won't do that just yet. Acapella's wanted to talk about what's going on in Australia.
That's a very sad sight to see in Australia.
He's talking about the wildfires and everything that's going on there.
Yeah.
And obviously our hearts go out and our thoughts go out to everyone in Australia that's in those horrible fires.
All the animals as well.
The Prime Minister there is getting a lot of stick, isn't he, for backing fossil fuels and things like that, and adding to global warming and things. He's awful out there. Absolutely awful.
Some real stories come out from there though as well.
What's that then, Zim?
Some of the people going out and just giving their time and going out and saving the wildlife and this, that, and the other. It's some incredible stories coming out of there. So it just shows that even in the face of adversity, man, people can still do good and everything else. Hopefully that sort that out quick time.
Yeah. That we actually had a whole bunch of firefighters from the U.S. ship out to go and help relieve some of the guys in Australia. So,
yeah, I saw that the other day.
Which my thing is that's how it should be for everything. We've had some, very intense situations happen over here in the U.S. in the past couple weeks with other country, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't get into politics. I feel like anyone who talks politics, I feel like it's bad no matter what, because no one's going to agree. So I try not to talk politics, but I feel like this Australia thing really shows people how things should be done. When there's a tragedy, we have to band together as human beings. Like, it shouldn't matter what country you live in or what color your skin is or any of that shit. And that should go for everything, including vaping, including catastrophes, including, anything like that. We should all be together. Like, we should all be standing together. We're all the same, man. And anyone who thinks that we're different, then they need to do a little research, because we're all human, man. It don't matter where you're born or what language you speak or what color your skin is. This is our planet. And the sooner we all come together and fight as a unit and all of us start believing that way, the better off everything would be, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that, Robert. Definitely. Right. Who are we going to take the mic out of now? Let's lighten the mood slightly.
Yeah.
Anyone seen any positives going around recently? Let's ignore some negatives. Let's get a good vibe going.
I was going to talk about I have seen a big uptake in like bringing comps back around. We're trying to do me and the wife have plans to hold more events this year. So want to get back to what we used to do, which is hold, vape events and bring the community together and have people enjoy just hanging out, vaping, and having a good time. So we're focusing on more of that. I feel like that's a big help to get us back to where we need to be. Because if you think about in the beginning, let's just go back like 3 or 4 years. Like, think about how great it was, meeting up with your buddies at a vape shop and showing off your new mod or your new RDA, or getting excited to show someone this new juice you found that's really good. Like, we got to get back to that. We got to get back to that, the fun aspect of it. And, when you came in, me personally, I remember when I used to walk into the shop and I'd have this big suitcase, and it had all my mech mods in it. And I'd have like my backpack on with all my juice and stuff in it, my build kit. And you come in and drop it on the bar and you pop it open and everybody's like, oh, what's that? What's that? Like, that's the stuff we got to get back to. I think our community or our industry thrived when we had that community aspect, like that feeling of just, I'm going to go up to the vape shop tonight and I'm going to meet up with my buddies and we're going to talk about all the cool shit coming out or all the new stuff I got this week or whatever. I think that
we've not really had that in the UK, have we? Like that. There was a little bit. I know there was the cloud comp circuit that went round for a little while, but
watch this space.
All right.
Sorry to watch it on Rabbit, but I'm working with a vape shop at the minute to do something similar to what Rabbit's talking about.
Good.
Getting people back in off the street, back into, coming in, having a good time. I've, took some ideas from you, Rabbit, with regards to games night and stuff like that. So there is, it's basically Electro Vape, who they've got 3 places in Birmingham. And the one is freshly opened, but it's gone back to being as vape shop should be. Getting people off the streets, educating them, and trying to get them to switch over. So there are plans being made with myself and Steve Hayward and the staff there to actually have something like that going, where just one, even if it's once a month, one late night opening a month to get through it and sort it out, and hopefully get some more people involved.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were thinking. I don't know. I sat back the other day and I was just, there were certain comments in groups, like negative comments and stuff like that. And I started thinking way back when we were doing cloud comps, like every weekend, like Saturday night cloud comps, or even if there wasn't an event going on, just going to the shop to meet up with your buddies and talk about all your stuff you had or your juice or whatever. Everything was like so different back then. Like, it was so positive. It was everyone, we still do like we do now and cut up and give each other hell, but it was all in love and we had a good time when we did it. And it was, like, we used to have shops that, like, say we had a shop that was specific for me and my friends. We would always talk shit to the guys that hung out at a different shop on the other side of town. And we'd get online in the Facebook groups and we'd blow clouds and we'd talk, call them out. And it was all in fun. Like, we all knew we were friends, but it was just fun because you would see the people in these groups get involved and then they start commenting on, like, oh, I think he got you. And like, it was just a good time. And I feel like if we get back to that, it's going to help rebuild this community drastically, because it was flourishing then. And I think we need that back. I think we really do.
I don't think it's a case of if we can get back to that. We will get back to it. It's something that, with everything that's gone on the past couple of months, I've seen a lot more people coming together and groups helping out other groups and stuff like that. So I think times are changing. It's it's heading in the right direction. We're doing it. It needs a lot of work, I admit, but there's people out there trying to do it, make a difference, and bringing the communities back together. So I think it is, Jack. What are you? Listen,
I'm answering the chat. Just carry on.
Carry on my way.
When I first started vaping, there used to be a shop a few miles away that I would always go up to regularly, and I'd just hang in there for a few hours. Even if I only went in just to buy a single bottle of juice, I'd be in there for about 2-3 hours, just chilled out, having a laugh, having a joke, trying other people's mods. and that kind of died away over the last few years, and it does kind of upset me seeing that used to be just being out there chilling.
But is that because you stopped going in?
No.
Or because what they've stopped people doing?
Basically, the shop had shut down, basically, and it was just one of them ones.
He didn't say that, did he? You know, I mean, there's me trying to figure out a reason why it stopped, and there's him like, oh yeah, you know, the shop shut down.
It didn't. It sort of shut down for a week or two, and then reopened under new management, and they kind of just didn't like people hanging around as much. They got rid of the stuff. You know, I mean, there used to be cups of coffee for 50p.
Not there for the community, man.
Yeah, that's why he just wanted to come in, buy it, and fuck off. He was like,
yeah, one of my local shops is a shop, and they're turning one half into a cocktail bar. So I'm hoping they're going to have some vape nights for redemption go to Grimsby. That'd be quite cool. A shop down the road from me in Louth, they actually have a bar and a barista within their vape shop, and they do like a rock night once a month. Which I've never been to.
It's happening. It's happening. You know, a few more shops need to take note. There's a couple of big names that are out there that I believe if they got involved in doing things like that and held cloud comps in their shop or whatever, you know, those big names in turn would set a massive, massive example to the rest of the community, and actually sort of that'd be their way of making their stand. You know what I mean? It's, you know, but unfortunately, a lot of these smaller shops have got into it's just business. That's it. There is no community sense with them, and that's the ones we've got to educate. So hopefully, like I say, you know, get a couple of these big shops on board. You know, I mean, going back to Expo, look at the success Paul Harrison had. You know what I mean? You know, that was awesome. Man. That was a real good testament to, you know, how things should be being done.
Someone's just it's a cracking idea.
Yeah. Yes, Alice, that's a great idea.
Let me know when it's open. I'm there.
Sign me up.
Just for the benefit of some of our panel, though, you know, like Josh, we need to make sure that there's, when we say hooters, that means there's be a few gentlemen involved in there as well, topless. We all know Josh likes that kind of thing.
I do.
we got to be fair to the sexes. Come on, we got to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about, mate. I'll be up there. I'll be top.
Oh God.
And he would,
especially after I've shifted a few pounds. But you know,
no,
you got to pay for your gym membership somewhere.
I actually thought about holding an online cloud comp on the LXV page.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before.
Yeah, it's something we can definitely do. I think I've judged a couple already.
And I tell you what, you saying that, I've got a wicked idea for that.
Well, let's do it.
I reckon we start calling out some of the other shows. See if we can get them.
Yeah,
that'd be quite good.
We can do that, but for the benefit of our leaguers, if any of them want to do a cloud comp and take on one off the panel,
we'll do it 100%.
Bring it.
I'm going.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, call me out.
If anyone wants to post to the page or the group and call one of us out, we shall do that then.
Yeah, I think we can arrange that. Proper little challenge the other three.
I'd like to test out some of my new coils that I've just got that aren't handies. So
I don't mind getting back to my roots. I'm down with that.
Yeah. I used to enjoy a compost too.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's where I started was comps. I mean, I love it. We could throw some trick comp in there too if we want.
Yeah, I struggle doing O's, man, let alone trick.
Yeah, I can't do O's.
I can blow a bad O, and that's about it.
I wouldn't mind, but when Sarah was vaping, she was doing the Bane and all sorts, man. I was like, what the I've got my signature move, which nobody else can do unless they've got a block nostril. And that's it.
Go what?
A blocked nostril.
Yeah, I only ever blow out
I said hot dog.
one side, don't I? It only ever comes out of one side. without holding.
Oh,
Go on then, show us.
That's not.
I've done it the first time then. I had the same problem.
Yeah. 2 operations later and mine's still knackered. No point. Not having another one. Ah,
Can you blow those two?
No thanks, Alex.
Josh,
You do that at Expo, Alex.
pardon?
Can you do those? Can you do those with it? With one nostril?
No, I've not. Well, I've never learned to do them up my nose.
Now that'd be something. That'd be showing off.
I'll learn how to do it.
Right, here's the challenge then. You got a week to try and do it.
All right, a week to try and blow O's out of one nostril. All right.
Man, I'm down for a vape calendar.
Yeah, I'll do a vape calendar.
That's all we work on for next year.
I'm in the 4th month of hitting the gym, man. So it's like I'm good for a calendar. Bring it on.
It's all right, man. I'm only going to need a mini Mac to cover me up. So it's all right.
Give me and Vinny a couple of months, well, a couple of years to catch up.
get a good pick holding the mod.
No, Chris, where the niche market, mate, where the chubby chasers market. It's
True.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of the dad mods.
yeah.
I've just had a wicked vision of rabbit in the tube.
Ooh, that's nice and warm.
Wow.
Get see if you can get someone to blow O's and then get a picture and just your nipples around inside each O. See if you can do that.
Yeah, Mrs. Rabbit's gonna kill me.
Well, you can't. You tell as bad as your one Instagram post that you put up a while back.
Mrs. Rabbit with the one taking the pictures.
Yeah, that's true. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man, let's do it. I'm up for doing a calendar.
Right, I'll do a calendar, mate.
I'm already.
I'll rock out with my tube out.
Yeah, I'll rock out with my tube out.
So, it's one that we should definitely do. We can have Build a Bear in his onesie up the top. He does that regular. Kai Allen, we do not wish to know. Some things, it is before the watershed, remember that.
Is there an online watershed?
Finally, some nipple action. So everybody
Alex,
man.
Alex, don't you get enough from Vinny anyway?
I'm not going to live that down.
Everybody just wants nipple. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going there.
Nipples and tip. That's what it's all about.
Come on, Vinny. Come on, Vinny. Let's see those big old hairy nipples.
No.
Hang on. Has anybody got a garden break so you can just watch it while you
Yes. AMC.
What?
It's got the
Tubes.
Boobs and tubes.
That's awesome, man. Listen, that's it. This is going to happen, right? We are going to do this. We are going to do this, and we are going to use that name.
We're finally going to get to see Zippy unzipped, aren't we?
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Zippy unzipped.
When's your fight, Josh?
Pardon?
When's your fight?
28th of March.
No, that's a shame. Because if it's later in the year, we could donate the money off the calendar to it or something.
We've got to do the calendar first, man. We're in the almost.
I want to know how long a training he gets before he has to fight.
Well, listen. What we will do though is, as it's for charity, Josh, if you can sort the details for it, try and get a sponsor page going on the.
I will have an official page for it, so they like the company who do it set you up a page. So I'll have an individual page. So I will put the link in if anybody does want to donate. Like I said, it is all for cancer research. It is all for a very good cause. It's a cause that's very close to my heart. My dad passed away of cancer, and my brother had a very severe cancer, but he survived. So it's something that's, and I'm sure everybody has been affected by cancer some way, shape, or form. So it's a good one. So definitely. Doing another one. So, and it's good for losing.
Some cracking comments. I'm just trying to
go and sell all the stills from the Moobs and Tubes comp for making it. I like that.
The Moobs and Tubes comp. Are we going to be doing like a naked comp? Naked clown?
You're joking? You could use a box mod. You just shove a box mod under them. So what vape? What vape?
If we do a calendar, any profits will go to charity.
Yeah.
Good evening, Otaku. Otaku's not with us tonight. He's on daddy's duties because the other half's poorly. Hope that you still got some hair left in your head, buddy.
So what vape mail we had this week?
Yeah, anyone get anything good?
I got
I've had a couple of
thing that I'm testing. The Squonk normal mod that you just unscrew the Allen keys and switch it out so you can go from a box to a Squonk, which is kind of cool. I've been on it all week. Review will be coming out of that next week at some point. That's it so far for me this week. I've got loads coming, absolutely shed loads coming. So yeah,
well, I've had that. I've had new RDA for the Kennedy. Managed to get one of them, so big thanks to Paul for that. And I also got the Cosmonaut.
Oh, classic! Oh, the new one, the new Cosmonaut.
No. I think that's the one. We can put it in the other box. It's up there somewhere. But I've got that. I've had my juice come from Chuck Clouds. So I'll be getting some pictures up of that. What else have I had? Oh, nearly forgot. Rabbit. Another janky.
I really want a janky, man. I would never use it. I'd just like to have it in my collection.
It just sounds like a euphemism to me.
Oh yeah, it's janky as fuck.
Oh yeah. So, but when they call them jankies, though, it doesn't mean that there's any performance-wise, functioning-wise, everything. They are fine. They're fully tested. Everything. The janky relates to if there's a
flaw.
They call it a flaw. It's a sort of. It's not going to affect the functionality, or it could be a slight blemish in the acrylic or something like that. You know what I mean? Their quality on Half Moon mods is so bleeding tight. The slightest imperfection, and it will be called a janky, or it will just not be put out.
Yeah, I got the new Dang RDA in from. It's pretty dope. I haven't had a chance to build on it yet, but the juice well's like crazy. Like I can't wait to put a build in it. And then I got a new juice. It's by Basic. It's called Kix V2. It's like a Kix cereal milk. It's really good.
That sounds nice, man.
It's a corn puff cereal milk, and it's amazing.
I always struggle with cereal. I don't really know why.
I just don't like fruit cereals, and I'm not really keen on big cinnamon stuff, but like Captain Crunch, like Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Kix, like I love those kind of vapes.
Right. See, I like a cereal, man. I do like a cereal vape and a pudding vape, you know, either of them. But cinnamon, I love cinnamon in a vape, you know. Apple pie.
It needs to be balanced. I have with cinnamon. A lot of the time, it overpowers them. The other flavors.
See, it depends on how you mix it, man. I mean, I used to do an apple pie. It was Zips apple pie, and it was apple pie, obviously, pastry, touch of cinnamon, French custard, vanilla custard, and Bavarian cream, and it was fucking delicious, man. I need to make some more.
Hey,
doing one in your range, Zippy?
Say again?
Going to be doing one in your range?
No. It was just one that it was my own personal sort of what's it that I decided to go up and make up for one day in the dog scrub bar.
have you ever tried the apple pie from Detroit Rock Candy? It's in the Mad Buck line.
No.
It's called Apple Scrape, and it's kind of like an apple turnover. It's fucking phenomenal. It's probably the only apple or cinnamon I like.
I want to try that one that you've got. Is it on that drizzled range? They do an apple flavour on that.
Let me see.
That's one that I want to try. Yeah, that's the one. I want to try that, man.
Let's try it right now.
I don't.
I think we all need to chip in and get Rabbit to send us over a fucking care package, really.
Oh
yeah,
my
man.
God.
Get some American juice over.
Holy
one,
shit.
Mate, I couldn't even test that at Expo when Ben Villa brought it over. He'd only got the one lot of bottles, but it sounded fucking fantastic, man.
It is really good. The vanilla ice cream's really rich and creamy, and then you got like the apple pie in the background. I really like that. That's actually really good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of people are saying, you know, a good balance with cinnamon. I don't think. I like to taste the cinnamon.
I don't mind cinnamon, and I like a lot of dessert. Like I generally vape dessert and pastry and bakery type flavors, but sometimes cinnamon's in it, and the cinnamon's too much. It's just overpowering. It's
that sounds nice. White chocolate raspberry. Oh, what?
Yeah, that sounds right up my street.
I was really like iffy about this when I read it. I was like, white chocolate, cheap raspberry, and then I tasted it and was like, holy shit! Like it's the only raspberry I'll ever vape. Like it is really good.
Is it slightly sour raspberry or is it like sweet?
It has a little bit of a tart raspberry, but it's
nice.
Very subtle. The cheesecake is really overwhelming. Like I'm not kidding. It tastes like you're biting into a raspberry cheesecake. Like it is dead on. Like it's creamy and sweet, and it has that graham cracker crust. Like it's perfect.
Nice. I've got some graham cracker marshmallow downstairs, but I haven't tried it yet. So
no,
I'm more of a lemon kind of guy.
Cinnamon.
All of these are amazing. The drizzle.
I do like them. I like the look of the packaging on them, man. As I didn't get to test them.
You can't over here though, can you? It's a pain in the ass.
I might have to get y'all some.
But my daughter at the minute, because she watches far too much YouTube, she watches a lot of American YouTube.
Hey Zippy, I could probably package y'all up a bottle for all of y'all while I'm munching on my snacks from the UK.
They will be in the post. They will be in the post this week.
I'll tell you what, Rabbit. You send me your address, and I bet I can get a package to you quicker.
I bet you can. I will have it this week.
I'm off tomorrow. I'll just go do it in the morning.
That looks so weird.
I'm the king of sending stuff out. It goes.
What's Rabbit doing?
Freaking me out.
But yeah, no, my was really into it. She wanted s'mores. Daddy, I want s'mores. Like obviously we don't really have s'mores out there. So we decided to get her some all the stuff to make s'mores. Do you know how much a box of graham crackers cost? £14.
What? That?
For a box of proper graham crackers, like £14.
Jesus.
And I don't think she likes it.
Corn puff cereal milk. I do like the sound of that one.
I'm not a cereal fan.
Yeah, no, I like cereals.
If you get a chance to grab some of this, you got to. If you like bakeries at all, this stuff's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I want you to send me a bottle of that.
Dude, I got you. It's really good.
We'll get a list together, man.
Yeah, we'll sort that.
No, I'll tell you what. I do want is another watch of coffee. I need another fix up of that bumper, man.
Well, Otaku knows that there's a bunch of UK juice that I want to try. I've been talking to him about a lot of good bakery stuff, so we could do a little swap program.
100%, man. We can organise that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Going back to vape mail, the only vape mail I got this week was some juice and, like I said, some new coils, courtesy of Otaku. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, and I think you had something to do with that as well, Zippy. So thank you.
I still ain't tried Andy's coils.
I will.
We'll get you Andy's call sorted out, man. We'll get you Andy's call sorted out.
Can't fault his coil.
I finally got some coils, so we'll see.
Josh, crackers for $3.30, man.
Yeah, I know, man, but you can't buy them over here, can you?
That's so weird. We could send you a shit ton of graham crackers.
14
Especially for that price.
Yeah.
14 quid.
That's crazy.
That is mental, man.
I know a place where I can get the small boxes of graham crackers for like $1.
The funny thing is, I don't even think he likes them, so it was just.
Wow.
I love graham crackers, especially with peanut butter. So good.
I'm going to get anyone in who doesn't know what graham cracker is.
So today on LXV, your favorite snacks.
I kind of guess what they are, but I've never tried them or seen them.
It's a sweet
I
cracker.
have no idea what a graham cracker is.
A graham cracker is like a sweet cracker. It's kind of like a cookie version of a cracker.
Yeah. There you go.
They use them for making all sorts of stuff, but she wanted it for s'mores. So,
have you ever had cheesecake?
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's the same thing they use to make the crust for the cheesecake.
we
We
use digestives here.
Oh, that's horrible.
No, it's still good.
Wow.
You got to have a real cheesecake with graham cracker crust. It'll blow your mind.
Smashed up digestives in a pack with some butter.
Yeah.
Yep. Man.
Man, I'm gonna have to get y'all some graham crackers ASAP.
Get Josh some. He seems to like paying a lot of money for them.
Those digestives, that just sounds horrible. That's
digestives.
Have you tried digestive?
Yeah, that's how I get my poops out.
That's how they were marketed when they first came out. But there's
it was.
They didn't do anything.
Yeah, Ryan said it's basically a dry digestive biscuit.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, what were them others, man? They were like the digestives, them Hovis biscuits. Does anybody remember them?
Oh, yeah, they used to get the cheese crackers.
They were like
banging.
They were really nice. They
were nice. Although I mean, I've had a lot of juice that's got like that cracker base in.
That awkward silence.
So basically,
you read the comments. The viewers are commenting like crazy on the biscuits.
So I'm assuming graham crackers for us is like a digestive biscuit from y'all, but it has cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
No, just sugar.
So graham crackers have cinnamon and sugar.
Oh, we don't.
That's what I'm
Give me
saying.
a sec.
I'm liking the sound of them. Yeah, while he's gone, kick him out.
I need some of these hobnobs.
Hobnobs, yeah, man.
I don't know what a hobnob is, but I need some.
Hobnob, right?
Nice.
Hobnobs are the Marines, or as a take from Peter Kay, right? They are the Marines of Dunkin' biscuits, man.
Hobnobs are God.
Rich tea, one dunk and it snaps and it's in the bottom of your drink. Hobnobs, as Peter Kay would say, you dip them, they're like, give it me again. You dip them, they're like, give it me again. They stand solid, man. They're like, fucking, they're They're out of this world, man. Hobnobs.
There you go. That's the
coffee.
Normal hobnobs or chocolate hobnob?
You can dip them in coffee.
Mate, you can dip them in anything, and they literally, you just like suck them, put them back in, suck them, put them back in. They're like a sponge, man. They'll just absorb water.
Yeah, mate. You could dip those in radioactive waste, mate, and they'll be fine.
They are the marina biscuits.
That's a hobnob. The hobnob, digestive.
Don't you dare call that a hobnob.
How dare you? How dare you call it?
Have the good brand.
I will literally get a taxi 300 miles to your house and slap you if you call that a hobnob again.
A hobnob. There you go. I'll do it again. It's a hobnob.
I will add a packet of hobnobs into your packet.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he's bringing the hobnobs, I'll be all right with taking the slap.
And
as long as he leaves them behind.
Hey, Zippy, you better ask my wife if it's okay if you give me a hobnob.
Listen, hobnobs are plenty, man.
I'm down.
Like I said, man, hobnobs.
Happy for you.
Yeah, our
what are the other ones that are like hobnobs but they're made of oat instead? What are them ones?
Hobnobs are made of oat.
Yeah, they are.
No, there's another one. There's another one that's you got the hobnob, then you've got something else. Alex Birds, man, he's got to know. He started this conversation.
We need more biscuit flavored vapes, man. We need
definitely, man. Mate,
loads are. You can get chocolate bourbons, you get pink wafers.
Don't call it a bourbon, it's a bourbon.
I don't think we have a Publix near us, Alex. I do remember Publix being in Florida and Georgia, but I don't think we have them in Tennessee. I'll have to look.
Nah, AMC, man, custard cream. I find them too sickly, man.
Yeah, custard cream.
But I'll tell you what I do like. Not everybody's favourite, but the coffee biscuits, man. Rusks. Oh, rusks are the bomb.
I was forever nicking them when my daughter was on them.
If you're wanting your teeth in, rusks are brilliant.
I only buy them. Macking out there for the baby. I love rusks, man. Rusks are the bomb.
Rusks are nice. Really nice.
Again, you can dip them in
Right, we have gone so far off topic. It's brilliant. We're in my domain.
Into the biscuit show.
It's all good. It's all good. Did we specifically say this show was all about vaping? No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did.
If it would arrive to a medical, mate, I'd say
Rabbit, apparently, Kate says there's one in Turkey Creek.
Oh, okay. So we'll have to go check that out then. But yeah, Zippy, it's not called the League of Extraordinary Everything. Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Snacks.
Me and Chris would be well in.
while we were doing the advertising for what we're drinking, what are you drinking, Vinny? That's not Pepsi.
I've got to go.
I already mentioned that.
Oh, I don't.
I have that quite regular.
Version with the sugar in it as well.
Vinny, try the Asda's one. That's actually really nice.
No, I don't like it. Their aspartame is really,
So I'm not going to mention names, but I'm on some rather nice berry fruit squash.
Tom, I have them as well.
What the hell's squash? Is that like juice?
Cordial.
Yeah, juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You top it up with water.
So
but I'm on that. It's some of Van's good stuff.
Beetroot.
Berry fruit, you gunk.
I thought it said beetroot. What's going to friggin' say?
Hey, Zippy, pay attention so maybe you can get that post out. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be going this week. I will do it this week. In fact,
Kate says we're going to send y'all a bunch of American snacks.
Oh.
We can have a review show of snack.
Yeah, Kate, I did give Zippy some British sweets to actually send over to you.
All I want is
Still there.
So,
all the flaming hot Cheetos. That's all I want. All the flaming hot Cheetos, and I'm a happy man.
Oh my God! No, you
you
tried
can get the flaming hot Cheetos over here.
Mate, not in Devon, you can't.
Have you tried the jalapeno cheddar?
No.
Oh my God, those are way better than flaming.
Oh, man,
Mate, this sounds crazy, but flaming hot Cheetos and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, that's not bad, but I'm telling you, you got to try the jalapeno cheddar. They're better than the flaming.
Josh,
I need some.
Josh, I mean, Asda for about £1 for about 6 bags of them or something like that.
No, they're not, mate. They're not the same. They're the puffed ones. You need the actual flaming hot Cheetos that you can only get in the States. They are phenomenal. When I went to Vegas, that's all I ate, mate. My tummy was not happy with me, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah, for cakes, man. I'm not a fan of chocolate orange.
Oh, I could kill. I love.
That sounds good.
This isn't doing good for my diet. Talking of all these.
I'll attack you, man. I can guarantee you, rabbits will be sent tomorrow. Mark my words. It will be sent tomorrow. It'll be on. I'll send you the WhatsApp.
I'll be able to find.
She's still not got that mango juice.
I'll get to wear my shirt on the show.
Royal Mail lost one of the mango juices.
Who was supposed to get mango juice?
I was getting mango juice for Paul. Royal Mail lost one. Which I have
Royal
replaced.
Mail living up to the name.
I've just not posted them yet.
Nice.
It will be the segment on the show. Try a juice that a panel member hates, and we will.
It's empty.
Paul will literally throw up, man. Like I've seen him vape before, and like he will literally throw up.
Yeah, we actually should work on that because I think I think people would like to watch that episode. So we need to start doing that like once a month, and we'll have everybody try a juice they normally would never vape.
Yeah, man.
Vanilla custard.
Hey, I know of one that will make all of y'all puke. It's a chicken and waffles flavor.
I want it.
I've done roast chicken.
No, it's fucking horrible. It tastes like
I've done the crispy bacon.
I tried to explain it to people. It literally tastes like if you burn a chicken wing and then you take the bone out and you break the bone open and take out that marrow and you vape it. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like vaped bone marrow.
Josh is going.
I like bone marrow. I'll give it a whirl.
You got to remember where Josh is from, man.
Is he from?
He's not like the rest of us.
Uh-oh.
Law on its own, dude. We're all weird down here.
Bum, bum, bum.
AMC also want that. We can arrange that.
All right. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be working on getting a cloud comp going for our page, and we're all going to get our snacks shipped, and we have to work on a LXV calendar, and we got to have our leaguers call out a member of the panel to go up against for a cloud comp.
Yep.
I'm glad I read that.
Yeah, Tom, is that a job offer?
There's talking of funny flavors. There's a company that do that lots of the American expos, isn't there? Who does the example pack? I think they make a flavor like a hideous flavor, and they walk around and just let people try it. And they've done some really weird stuff.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I think they did a semen flavored one once.
What?
Oh, what?
Oh man, that's.
Oh no.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta throw up.
Have you seen? And it's completely unrelated. When his Velcro sells Christ. When his
Yeah, Alex, what is wrong with you?
For 57
He says,
pounds,
Vinny's armpit sweat.
Vinny armpit sweat.
Yeah. Ugh.
No one heard what I said, did they?
No,
What?
because Christmas trivia.
Gwyneth Paltrow actually sells a candle that smells of her vagina.
What?
57 quid, 57 pounds, and it's a candle that smells like a vagina.
So you're paying 50 quid just to have your living room smell of like a porn star
Gwyneth
suit.
Paltrow's vagina.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a conversation killer right there. Moving on.
57 quid now. How big's this chuffing candle?
How big's a chuffing chuff?
Yeah.
I don't think of what it. I mean, I'm imagining all sorts, man. Just open a can of salmon in the living room. You know what I mean?
That's been in the sun for a week.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, Zippy.
Yo,
Earlier you were talking about Chuck Clouds. Real quick, while I got everybody on here, I don't know if we have a lot of viewers that use CBD, but Chuck Clouds just launched their CBD line.
yes.
And they have like really killer flower. And you can also get it in pre-rolls.
Yeah, the problem is it's getting that over here.
And the honey sticks.
Yeah. So I want to try some of them, but we can't get them over here.
I mean, the stuff it works amazing, and it helps keep you off of like hardcore medications that are going to make you sick and have side effects.
But as we are, Dylan, how's it going? How's that? Dylan is Yeti, by the way. How's that vaping going, man? But right, while we're on the subject of CBD, a few people may remember I mentioned Walt's Wellness a couple of weeks back. Their shop is up and running. That is in Fulham. They do CBD, literally everything you can think of, for people as well as pets. So they'll look after your pets as well. So that's a bonus. That's recently opened. That is, Rabbit, just stand up, please, mate. BMF Labs, Ron Peoples Jr., he's involved with that. So if anybody does want any CBD, and it's thoroughly, I can recommend it thoroughly, and there's a few people, Otako will recommend it. Chris, I think you tried it.
Yeah.
At Stand Expo. Also,
I've got a bottle of it.
I've just given a bottle that I had to a friend of mine whose wife has chronic back pains and everything. She hasn't slept right for about 2 years. He asked me before Christmas, so I took him a bottle over, and his wife actually turned around and said it's the best night's sleep she's had in absolute months.
Oh, absolutely. I use CBD for sleeping too, and I sleep like a baby.
Yeah. So if anybody wants any over here, drop them a line, man. If anybody wants the link, I'll send it to them. But
yeah,
Coconut brown phlegm is perfectly normal. That's the crap from smoking that you can bring in up off your chest. Don't worry about the brown phlegm. Get through that, buddy. That's just all the crap from smoking coming off.
Yeti, just in case anybody doesn't know, is my nephew who tried vaping before. He was doing well, and then he went back on the fags. Recently sorted him out with some bits and pieces, new cell, everything is needed, juice, a lot, and he's now back on the vape. So he's doing well. He's doing well. So,
dizzy. I'd question nicotine levels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're using that. If you're using the salts, you know, there are people that say it does knock them around for a bit at first till they get used to it. So how much you're putting in and stuff like that. Drop me a message afterwards, man, and we'll see if we can figure out what your issue is.
Yeah, if you're over here in the States and you're looking for any information on CBD stuff, you can hit me up too. I'm more than willing to help. A lot of people don't know it, but I got severe anxiety from PTSD. So there's a lot of times where I'll have situations happen where I can't control it and I get real pent up and my anxiety is like super drastic. And the CBD has helped me a lot. My wife can into that. And we also used it for our dog. Georgia's has some growing pains and she's been having pains in her hips and she's been limping around and they're not sure exactly what's causing it yet, but she's an English bulldog. So we know that it kind of comes with the dog, but we've been getting her CBD and it's helped her drastically too. So the CBD it's a godsend, man. It's good stuff and it's natural. You don't have to worry about side effects like you do with other medications. So I really like the idea of CBD. I'm a good advocate for that too.
Yeah,
I do like it, to be fair. I do like it.
If anyone's curious about the actual effects it has, I actually did a review of some CBD on VapeTube. I'd never used it before doing that review, and I literally use it for the first time on the review. Quite a funny watch, if I'm honest, because I end up, basically off my tits a little bit. But I used it wrong. It was an additive that I was supposed to add to some liquid, and I didn't. I just dripped it pure straight onto some coils. So I actually used it wrong, but I felt amazing. I played rugby for 25 years. I've got arthritis in joints and my knees are shot and everything. And I felt amazing after it. Absolutely amazing. I use CBD quite regularly, basically to stop taking prescribed painkiller medication.
Yeah.
Especially on going to bed and
because a lot of people get confused on. There is, over here we have regulation. It has to be 0.02% THC content, right? So there is no actual real THC. So you're not going to be, getting high as a kite. It's there as relaxing more than anything. So you get the benefits without that buzz, if you want to put it simply. So a lot of people are still
a little bit giddy, let's put it that way.
Yeah. I think what's yours over there, Rabbit? 0.03?
Yeah, 0.03. And there's not really any psychedelic effects. It's all body. Like it just affects how your body feels. So if you're having like pent up tension from anxiety, it will release the tension, so it causes the anxiety to drop. If you're having muscle cramps or joint pain or things like that, it's a CBD. Cannabis oil is a super strong anti-inflammatory, natural anti-inflammatory. So it actually causes your inflammation to subside, which releases the pain. It works good for a lot of things, man. It's really good for nerve pain too, because the majority of nerve pain is caused from inflammation. So anytime you can use a good an anti-inflammatory, it will help. But this way you don't have the side effects from like actual anti-inflammatory medication. You just take this and it just takes care of the inflammation and you don't have all the side effects from it. So yeah, CBD.
You can buy it in creams as well, so you can actually put it topically to the actual area. There you go. Yeah.
And you can also have it under your tongue.
Tinctures, you can buy it in gummies. I believe you can get bath bombs in it. So it's not just something that you've got to vape. There are other alternatives that you can use, which all do the same thing.
Yeah, the honey things are nice because you can add them to your tea, which is really good.
Yeah. In response to Dylan's comment about the dehydration, a lot of people do say, yes, you will want more water. It does naturally dry you out. Totally agree with you. Just drink more water, man. You see a lot of vapors when they go around. They'll carry a small bottle of water or something 9 times out of 10. I know a lot of my friends do. So that is all good with that. It's just part and parcel of it. You know, you get go on.
Alex has just asked if it helps with Crohn's disease. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it
I
does.
know someone who got quite severe case of Crohn's, and they use CBD only, no other prescribed medication.
Yeah, there are. You've got to remember, it could be a case of trial and error though, because you've got 250 milligram, you've got 500 milligram, right up to I think it's 2,500 milligram at the moment.
I actually carry one that's 3,000.
I've not seen one above 2,500.
Yeah.
So it may be a case of trying one out. Maybe the next time, if it's not really helped, trying a stronger till you find a good balance. But you know, it does work. It does work.
I know Ryan Froh has used CBD quite extensively, and he's just commented there that the flower has a more heady effect for a short time, but it soon wears off.
And for anybody worrying about drug testing, that's why I made the point of it's only got 0.02% THC. I am not aware of anybody having done a drug test while using CBD.
I mean, you can fail one if it's a full spectrum CBD and you use it a lot.
Yeah.
Because
that's what you need to avoid is the full spectrum one.
It might be a minute amount of THC, like very little, but the more you use it, it has a shelf life, so it starts to stack up, and it can cause you to fail a piss test. I actually carry a tincture that's 3,000 milligram. It's high potency. You know.
And is that to be vape, Travis, or is that sublingual?
No, this is a sublingual, the tincture. But I got a couple of elderly people that need it for pain, and they don't like taking the medication, and it works really well. But I mean, I also carry stuff for like tattoo ointment.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I've not seen that.
And it actually cuts down your tattoo healing time like in half. Like it's crazy how good CBD works for that.
Might have to talk to you about getting some of that.
Yeah.
Water.
Yep, CBD water. They have a CBD throat spray.
Nice.
I heard there was a rumor a while back that Coca-Cola was going to do a Coca-Cola with CBD.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I've seen that too.
Nice.
And then you have different kinds of CBD, like pre-filled cartridges or pens that you can use.
Just like to point out, they're not the things that caused the illnesses and deaths in the States.
No.
That's the THC cartridges. Let's just make that abundantly clear right now.
The heavy regulation on these is...
Yeah, and there you go. Rabbit showing the regulations have gone through.
Yeah.
Just like to point
that out. One other thing that's good for, which I've found, is eczema, believe it or not.
Really? My son suffers really bad with eczema.
Mate, try some of that.
Yeah.
Try some of the balms. I've known a few people that have suffered with it around their elbows and stuff like that. They've used this particular brand actually, and they've done really well. You know, it's virtually cleared it up.
From?
This is a UK brand, very small UK brand that's known about, Awaken. But I'll send you the details for it if you want them.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say, because y'all were talking about dehydration earlier, if you can get a hold of the CBD water, you should. This stuff is amazing. So if I don't have my CBD with me, there's not a lot in this. Like it only has 5 milligrams of CBD in the water, but the water is full of trace minerals. And it's like you can feel the hydration. I don't know how to explain it. Like I get really bad muscle cramps because I played football for like 20 years. Like my body's beat to hell. But when I drink the water, it's almost like the cramps are non-existent. Like it's crazy how.
I've never seen that over here. If I got to keep an eye out for something like that because that might help me a bit more.
Yeah, if I can, I'll try to get you a couple bottles and send them over so you can try it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hunting for that because that sounds up my joints and my deltoids, especially in my shoulders from rugby. Yeah, very painful.
Mine's the same, man. I stay cramped up all the damn time. It sucks.
Yeah. Mine's mainly at night time when I try to get comfy in bed, and it feels like my shoulders both lock out across my trapezius, and it's agony, absolute agony. Evening, Bertley. No comment on hashtag Pastor Mech.
While we're on about the subject,
what is that?
I've been recently sent this. It's by Applied Nutrition. Obviously, I'm back in the gym, and a few of the old injuries are playing up. But that, as a post-workout, is great. Yep. Joint support gel with CBD. This one's a fruit burst flavour. Quite nice. So
I just wanted to reply to Alex real quick. Alex, honestly, if it's for Crohn's, I wouldn't suggest either one of those. I would go with a full spectrum tincture because you're going to get the most amount of cannabinoids you can get, and it also I would look for one with CBG in it, not just CBD, because you're going to get the effects of the pain. It will actually interact with the pain receptors and help take away. I know Crohn's can be super painful, so I would definitely go for a tincture, a full spectrum, and something with CBG in it if it was me.
Yeah,
could perhaps try this a company that I used, Reserve CBD, and they actually did a vape oil with a CBG in it and CBD. That's what I actually used, which was really effective on my muscle cramp. So that might be a way to go, Alex. It's not cheap though, buddy. I'll warn you that now.
But it could be a lot cheaper than most of the medications they try to prescribe for Crohn's, and you don't have side effects either, which is
that's very true.
If anybody does want to try it, I can't make any promises, but I will try and help them get it cheaper than what they normally would pay.
I'll be in touch.
Same here. Yeah, same here. I was trying to read a comment.
I have dealings with Ron Peoples Jr., who is, as I say, Walt's Wellness, and I've also got 2 other avenues that all sell CBD. So even if it means shopping around, I'll try and get you a better price than what you'd normally. Because let's face it, it can be expensive, especially when you're trying it for the first time, to see if it reduces any of your ailments. And, sometimes I think the one bottle I was trying was £63 for the 1,000 milligram. It's a lot of money to be spending out.
Yeah.
If some, people do have doubts as to whether it's works or not. So, if I can help anybody, I will do. Zippy, have you?
I use this for my knee and my ankle when it gives me jip. It's only a 250 milligram, but it bloody works.
Yeah,
very true.
There's a lot more things coming out now about the benefits of cannabis and stuff like that. We can't talk about cannabis on here or its benefits, but we can talk about CBD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero in the house.
Yeah, Andy.
Where you been?
Fixing his boiler.
Fixing his boiler's gone down.
Yeah.
Alex, it's a tincture, not tincture. I'll show you.
It's a normal. You drop it under your tongue.
So it's basically a sublingual. So it's super potent, and you get your body absorbs more under the tongue because it's what do you call it, Vinny? The receptors under your tongue that absorb the CBD. I don't know if Vinny heard me.
I think he's muted himself.
Ew.
Oh, there you go.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm-
lingual features would be the best for you.
yeah.
Good stuff. Sorry, I'm reading comments. I'm not trying to be quiet. Everyone else is quiet.
Yeah, we probably all trying to catch
It's
up on
super
comments.
busy tonight.
But yeah, so we were going to talk about some positive things tonight. Me and Vinny were talking about earlier. Maybe this coming up week, just kind of, if you see a post or something about anything going on vape related, just jump in there and say something nice to somebody. Let's start spreading some love around. Let's get our LA fam spreading some love.
Definitely.
Get more peeps over here on the show. Let's try to make the positivity infectious. Let's spread it.
Definitely. Do something nice for somebody once a day, and you'll feel much better about yourself.
Absolutely.
The AMC, right? Ask the question, have I fired the hacker yet? I'm doing it live.
So that was no.
I will be testing that one this week.
What's the hacker? Let me see.
Hacker mod.
I've reviewed it, Robert.
Ooh, that's
It's
nice.
very nice.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's sexy as hell.
That is. I remember seeing the one he had on him at the expo.
Yeah, the patina.
Yeah, the patinaed one. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's super pretty.
Has anyone got any vape mail coming to them this week?
Possibly.
Yeah.
No, I'm broke.
I think I've got some juice coming in, but nothing serious this week. I need to get back to shooting mods again, man. I miss taking pictures of mods. Like I was thinking about this a couple weeks ago. I miss shooting mods. I've been shooting a lot of juice and shit for companies lately, and I really miss taking pictures of mods.
Yeah.
Mate, I haven't took any pictures whatsoever, man. It's literally, I think in the last couple of months I've put one or two up.
Yeah, and I think that's my
I need to
problem.
get into it.
Because taking pictures is like my happy place, and I feel like I've got away from it so much because of all the shit going on in our industry, and I need to get back to shooting pictures. It's like my meditation.
Yeah,
I've got to
100%,
take that tomorrow to get some shots done. So,
Yeah. Dylan asks, when is the Vape Expo and which one is it you want me to come to, Zip?
it will be. I've got to see if I can get the time off for
first
the
to the
May.
first day, I believe, is it?
End of May, normally the first one, isn't it?
I think it's first to the 3rd of
It's
May.
the start of May 3rd, I think.
Yeah,
Weekend
it's
No, there's one.
the one that was usually the what's it. Yeah, so I've got to check my shifts and see what I can change around and stuff. I'm not hopeful for the May one.
1st to the 3rd.
I'll be there.
IMC says, what was our first mod and juice?
Huh. That's a good question. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
IPv4. It was an IPv2, sorry, with a McGannis tank and unicorn blood. Supplied by my mate, Alex White, to get me into vaping. He helped set me up with my very first setup, man. And as I said, it was an IPv2, the McGannis tank, which was I've still got that tank, you know. It's a bloody good tank. And unicorn blood juice, really nice.
Yeah, I was on what Josh had got down there, the old pens with the silica wicks.
This is new.
I think it was $7.99, my first one, and on 32 milligrams strawberry.
Mine was an Innikin MVP 2.0. Juice, it was either a strawberry or a Heisenberg. And that was at 24 milligram.
You never forget your first.
No.
So the first thing I actually used was like a cigarette, like a cigarette, and it lit up blue at the end. That's the very first thing I had.
Oh, I tried one of them like a year before that, but
yeah,
I've still got one.
My first one was, I mean, it's actually tattooed on my hand, but it was the little starter pin with the silica wicks and the little clearamizers. But he said first mod, so to me, first mod would be like your actual mod. So my first actual mod was MVP. One of the first MVPs. I could charge my phone off of it. It was fucking hilarious.
little black box.
And I think I had the Nautilus Mini with the metal guard on the tank. I thought I was so badass. I could blow like 2-foot clouds. It was fucking insane. And then I think like literally like 2 months later, I bought my first Sigelli 100, which was the big deal back then. And I had it was either a Mad Hatter or the first Troll RDA. And I was hooked. I built my first coils and I was in love.
I think the first proper like box mod I had, because I got into box mods quite late, was probably an E-Leaf IQ.
E-Leaf ice stick, 100 watt. I was still using the 24 milligram at 100 watts and wondered why it felt like I had Mike Tyson punch me in the chest every time I took a drag.
Mine was the old Dominican cool fire with the ice sort of tank.
Oh, I had
Yes, I had one of them in blue.
Yeah, that was my first proper mod, and then I got the RX 200 from Wismec, which only died last week.
Oh, solid mods, man.
Yeah, it actually died though. I was gutted. I actually shed a tear when I threw it in the bin.
I actually miss my old Sigelli Oni, man. I love that mod. I had the red Oni. And we used to take like the Tobe RDA, and we used to drill the freaking air holes out so we could get more airflow. But those were really good RDAs for comps back in the day, but they had shitty airflow, so you had to drill them out. But they were really good.
That's where cloud comps started, man.
Oh, yeah. When we started modifying stuff to blow bigger clouds, that was the fun.
Old stove top builds and all sorts. Man.
Yeah. The good old days.
Yeah. I loved my RX 200. That thing, that was still working for quite a while. That was battered. That thing didn't get much love from me, but I loved it, if you know what I mean. It just got dropped, bloody left about, banging around in my cup holder on my car.
They sure took a look in and kept on ticking.
Sorry?
They took a right battering and kept working.
Oh, yeah. They were tough.
Hey, that old Sigelli TC 150 of mine, the batteries are no longer on the door. But that has been dropped. It's been left outside overnight, all sorts, man. It's been one of the mods, and it never fails me. It never fails me.
Here's one then to our viewers. What's the one mod that you bought that surprised you the most? Is in like how good it was?
I can probably ask you another question. Worst mod you've bought and knew immediately?
Wismec Gen 3.
Smock Alien.
iJoy Capo Squonk.
Oh God, they were terrible.
Oh my God, the capo was garbage. Ugh.
That was I bought that, and the same day I got rid of it. That
mod was horrible.
I don't know. I don't think.
Does anybody remember was it the Deviant mod? Looked almost like alienish.
Huh?
No.
I had one of them that Sarah bought it me, man, and it literally fell to pieces within a couple of weeks. It was almost like a gun trigger, handle, like a gun. But it was like it was almost like Alien from the film sort of style, like jagged bits.
I remember those. Yeah.
The Stingrays were awesome, man.
I like the Stingrays. I thought I'd put it up.
They were a good. That was the Stingray mech was actually one of the first ones that I used to get into tubes.
Look at that.
What's that?
No,
That tastes. I don't know what that is.
Seriously?
They're probably never over here.
Y'all don't remember these, do you? Let me see if I can find
remember them? I've never seen one.
It's authentic too. I still have the box for it. But this is old school. And look at this.
Oh, the Limitless.
OJs.
Oh, the Limitlesses. Oh,
The Limitless, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never used one.
I still got 5 sleeves for it.
Never used
I actually love this mod. I was a big fan of the that was like my first sleeve tube mod, and then I got the Able, but I actually really like the Limitless.
See, my first one was the SOI, the shorty with the sleeves, and I had Bessie Goldsmith do the sleeve for me when he was doing the sleeves and tips.
No.
His stuff was bloody good, man. It's a shame.
It was. It's a shame he retired from the game. It really is.
But he did do some good stuff, and his later stuff was awesome, man.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. That's the last one of his tip zips. That's the last tip he had. And I got it. Green and black one. Yeah.
See, when I switched to Half Moon, I got rid of all mine. It was one of them. It was, you know, I got involved with Half Moon, and that was it. But I've always rated, if you wanted something custom, Bessie Goldsmith was the person to go to. The stuff and the time. I miss his videos, man.
Yeah, I used to sit and watch him on that lathe for hours.
It was mesmerising, man. He was the god of drip tips and sleeves, man.
Yeah, he really was. And a nice fella as well.
Absolutely superb, mate. He was never too busy for anybody, you know what I mean? It was one of them. Somebody sent him a message, he'd always answer him. You know, 9 times out of 10, he'd do it while he was live, man. How he never lost fingers on that live.
Well, yeah, he had a little accident, didn't he? And I think that's what pushed him towards retiring.
Yeah, but man, he was good. Favorite mod in the first year of vaping? That's easy, man. That will be.
I'd have to say.
No, it wouldn't be that one, actually. Mine would be the Frostbox.
I'm going to go slightly controversial with some people, anyway. Mine was the Purge Back to Basics V2. I still own the mech, and that was my second mech I ever owned. And my first mech got sold a day after getting my Purge. It's a phenomenal little mech, and I still think that to this day.
No, I had the Frostbox. I had the Pebble Grey one, and I bought mine when they first come out. It was literally one of the first batch, and I went and seen Matt. He was a good character, he was, man. But no, them Frostboxes were awesome.
Probably for me, it was probably the original the original dot mod mech. I love that thing.
Fair play.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I was either still on my Coolfire, or I just bought myself the Tesla Invader 3.
You remember the 2, not the 3, Chris?
The Invader 3.
Was it?
Yeah, I've still got it.
Yeah, Vinny. Wind your neck in. He's still got it. He knows what he's talking about.
Where's the reviewer now? He should do, shouldn't he?
I'll take no notice of reviews.
No, me neither. You sure that's the 3?
It says it's a free.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Rabbit
pretty much sat in retirement, but still works.
Rabbit passed out.
Wakey.
Josh is in his own little world down there.
Yeah, I am, mate. I'm tired.
He's reading comments. There's so many comments tonight. It's crazy.
We had a work night. We had like our work Christmas party last night, and
Flagging.
it was fun.
No, I'll tell you which one was my worst ever mod. If you want to know the worst, I had the Suicide Mods Octaskull.
The what, sorry?
The Suicide Mods Octaskull, the 3D printed box.
Yeah.
I had one of them, and I was never a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of most things 3D printed, to be honest with you.
It was nice, but it was just the only thing that I can watch it was just too rough around the edges, man.
Yeah, I think they've sorted that out a bit more now, haven't they? Well, Vapers Cloud bought them, didn't they?
Yeah, I've still got one. I've got the Cloud Island box. What was the first group you joined in the vaping community? That's easy. That was Viking Vapers. I got asked to be a moderator on there, man.
I remember that one.
I was looking at the comments trying to see if anybody could guess what this mech mod is, but no one got it. All right, so I want to play a game with our leaguers to see who remembers the OG stuff. So I want to see who can name what mod this is. There's your button. It's an American-made mod. It's a 18650 non-hybrid. Name the mod and the RDA, and then I'll give the guys on the panel a chance if they can name it.
I got
clue, man.
Haven't got a screen.
Can you name it?
Alex, he sold me one, but I remember a white mod, but it wasn't very good.
You can't name the RDA.
Should we not put it again, Robert?
I want to see if anybody can guess it.
Go full screen and show everyone.
All right.
And the button again, Robert. Is it something like Oculus? Was it Oculus?
And this is actually an authentic one too.
No idea, man. I should pay more attention to your pictures.
Not a clue.
I reckon it's something that was never over here.
Well, I'm going to give them a few more minutes to guess, and if they don't get it, I'm going to tell you.
Dylan said that's an infected mod.
No, nobody's got it yet.
Vinny's actively Googling right now.
I'm not. I'm reading comments. It's got a picture of a sextant on it, but I can't.
Yeah, no one's got it yet.
I thought it was Oculus or something like that.
I'll give you one more hint. It's the V3.
V3.
That helps me. No more than the button shot.
I now just know there were two other versions before that.
Yeah. You learned something.
Nobody else knows.
Give him John Best.
The RDA is not. It's not a tobacco either.
I have no idea.
You see, it looks a bit. The actual tube looks SOI like, but it's obviously not SOI because they're not states.
It's very similar to a SOI.
Yeah. Good old 3-post.
Yeah.
I want to see you vape it, Rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. It probably tastes horrible. I would have to build it first. It's probably
Go on,
gross.
what is it?
No one's gonna guess it.
No, no one's got it.
Okay, so this is an authentic Paragon V3. Paragon. They were a USA made mod for about a year or two in the US, but they were a big deal when they first came out. And the RDA is the Praxis. It looks like Ryan got it right, Dillinger. But yes, the mod is a Paragon, and the RDA is the Praxis.
No.
But yeah, old school, baby.
Yeah, man. Still looks nice though.
I like my old school stuff, man. I love
it. Reminds me of the old SOI.
I love the finish on this because it's got that. It's like flat, well, so it's like kind of rough.
Yeah, like the overpowered.
I wish they would do more mods like that were kind of because the overpowered's a little bit more thick, like it's kind of chunky. This is more smooth, like sand almost, like a real fine grit sandpaper. But it's got grip. Yeah, very similar to the
similar to the SOI.
Yeah, Dylan got it. Dylan got it at the end there. It popped up in chat as you just said it. It's a Paragon.
Yeah, the Paragon. It's a good mod, man. They came with all silver contacts.
Nice.
Adjustable pin as well by the look of it.
Very SOI like.
That is just basically like an SOI, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. The only difference is it's a direct style button, so it's like just a push battery.
Yeah.
But everything in it was silver, so they hit really good.
Yeah, I bet they did. Right then, fellas. After that game of Guess the Mech, I think it might be time to say goodbye. We're getting on for Andy Bohane time length here.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So, anybody would like a final word?
I got nothing.
No?
Except for keep your eyes out for that coming soon. Very soon.
Quick last plug.
And also, sports wellness.
Yeah, and everybody, remember, stay positive. Keep pushing positivity. Let's be happy this week. Let's have an amazing week. We'll check back in with you next Sunday, and hopefully everyone had a great week.
We did.
Keep it friendly, keep it cloudy.
And
just take the piss out of Chris.
And make sure if you're not following us on all platforms, go ahead and do that, because we don't post everything on every platform. So we kind of bounce around and do different stuff for Facebook and Instagram, and we're starting to share.
We're also on Vaffle as well.
Oh yeah, and Vaffle now. So make sure you follow the league everywhere, because we got big things coming, Cloud Comp coming, Sexy Calendar coming, all these great things coming. Keep your eyes open, and remember,
We're getting his tits out.
We absolutely love you, Vapers.
Bye.